Welcome everyone to our Leo April 2021 reading. This is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. As always, some of you are intuitively guided to the channel and don't know if you have Leo in your chart. Doesn't matter. Welcome. Thank you for trusting your intuition. And some of you are in love with a Leo. Many of you know I have Leos that I love in my life. Shout out to my mom, August 5th, and my son, August 12th. Sam is right on the cusp of Leo and Virgo. My grandson is right on the cusp on the other end of it's 23rd. So, welcome everyone. Whatever brought you to the reading. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. It's an evening reading, which I don't do very seldom. But the Penguin game is on, and like there's a lot of sports I love, but hockey is just not one I can get into. I want them to do well, don't get me wrong, but I just can't watch it because, first of all, I can't follow the puck. Second of all, there's a sound to it that bothers me. I'm like very hearing sensitive. I play my music loud, things like that, but there's certain sounds just like, ugh. So anyway, this is why I'm here today. Mother Mary, we're going to start with the Oracle deck. Everything has already been pre-shuffled. We're going to go ahead and give it a cut. I have to tell you, while I was shuffling the deck, I kept singing to myself, I'm going to the chapel and I'm gonna get married. Going to the chapel and I'm gonna get married. Well, sorry. But that's what I kept singing over and over again. So, I have a feeling someone out there is going to the chapel. Alright, we have grace. First of all, grace ties to the number 5 also. And we're in a universal year 5. So this is definitely fitting, right? Because it talks about change within a 5. But be willing to do it gracefully, learning to move through life gracefully instead of fighting and kicking type of thing. I don't know what that means other than I guess go with the flow. On the bottom it says, I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all of God's other creatures. Okay. We'll read that in the end. And it will be like the cherry on top, I'm telling you. Okay, let's bring in the Tarot of Dreams. One more. Okay, let me get my feet on the ground. And let's begin. We have the Ten of Wands. I was just thinking to myself, if you're not a Leo, you may be here because you may be asked to take on Leo energy in this period, right? In this space and time. And Leo, think of the front runner. Not afraid to say what they think, right? But doesn't Depends if they're in the shadow or light. But anyway, we'll talk about that. But here we are at the Ten of Wands. So this is the energy of, I had enough. I don't know if I can take anymore. Ten of Wands, this person is in submission. The Ten of Wands has overcome it. And that's the energy of burden. Heavy responsibility. All of it. The weight of the world, right, is on your back. Now, I guess the good news is this is your first card. So I feel like this is, where we may find you right now or where you've recently been. So, at the Ten of Wands, I often feel that this is a period where maybe subconsciously, I almost wish the Tower would come in, right? Ten of Wands asked you to look at the responsibility you're carrying, and is it yours? Does it belong to you, or are you carrying someone else's burden where truly it's not yours to carry? And that can mean that you carry, sometimes you want to, I don't know, someone's down and out and you want to solve their problem for them. But then, you have to keep going in and solve, and like the person doesn't take your advice type of thing. But yet you're the one who worries about the outcome of their actions type of thing. Do you know what I mean? So this is like, it's their worry. I mean, it's their experience, but you're taking on the worry. And I get it, totally. Who hasn't? You know what I mean? But this is really learning. Or this is what I can learn, right? Because first of all, I feel like, listen, I believe God does not give us more than we can handle. And listen, I'm in that on that line of, wow, God, really, you're asking a lot from me. You know what I mean? But yet, at the same time, here I am, here I stand, even after. I hope that makes sense. Because I had to learn in that energy, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm trying to tell you. So, let's keep going, and it'll come out of me. Okay, well, look at that. We have the Two Swords. Leo, this is not your normal reading. And we have the Five of Wands. Well, there you go. There you go. This is very clear. Let me bring this down a little bit. So, we have the Ten of Wands, right? Heavy responsibility, carrying other people's responsibilities. What do you do when you do that? Truly, what you're doing is taking away their lesson. They never get a chance to learn it. I was very much like that with my son, jumping in and, I just had a hard time. I couldn't handle the thought of, heartache for him in whatever way. Excuse me. So, but now I know. But now I've learned. Now I see it. Now I understand it. I have understanding over it. And in the Two Swords, you don't. Now, I don't know if you want to leave this energy, because I have the Five of Wands right next to it. And that is the energy of ego. It's the energy of resistance, people around you, a person. It's interesting, though. I have the 5, but then I have the 10, and I'm wondering, is half of what you're carrying around doesn't even belong to you? Because in the middle of all this is you needing to making or wanting to make a decision. If I could have it my way, right? But there's a blindfold on, so there's something I just don't want to see, something I don't want to face. There's something I don't want to think about. Think of swords, right? Maybe something I'm afraid to communicate. But I think more, two makes me feel like new, another path, right? It reminds me of the gate that I'm going to walk through. Um, but I kind of feel like, like I've been around this heavy energy in the Five of Wands. Five, change, right? Gracefully. Don't don't jump down into their energy. Maybe I have to leave. Um, Maybe that's the only solution, and I got to face it. You know, because I feel like there's no sense of battling in this energy, and that's exactly what's going on because there will be no victor. It's like, I will battle you to the death. Anyway, we'll get it figured out, guys. I'm sure it's going to get much better. Well, look at that. We have the Two of Wands. So there you go. Exactly what I was feeling, the Two of Wands. Here it is. This is a way out. Let's put it that way. It's a way out. It's a new potential, right? Two of Wands is the energy of, when you see a two, you can then know what kind of path you're about to enter, right? Pentacles, it's going to be time to focus on my career, right? Wands, this is about following these epiphanies, these desires, and going after them, right? Starting to go after them and build them, right? Wands is the one who will take the chance. So I feel like a lot of times we're called to be in different energy, right? Two of Cups, like, well, I probably got love coming. So anyways, this is someone trying to make a decision in some way, somehow, to cut ties to this energy. I don't know. Maybe you're trying to figure out how. And Mother Mary comes out with the energy of gracefully. There's nothing wrong with you wanting whatever you want. This is your life. This is your soul. Your soul's experience. You get this one lifetime to gain experience, which is epiphanies and, adventure type energy. And many times we get bogged down in other people's drama, other people's responsibilities, and we forget about us. We forget about our passion. So here it opens up to you. Here's this opportunity. I like the bridge. I don't know. Like an old wooden bridge. I feel like I have walked across a bridge like that. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Three of Wands under the Ten of Wands. Interesting. Ten of Wands, I feel like all the burden's on my back. Three of Wands is like, I don't know. I'm looking at my future. First of all, we go from the Two to the Three of Wands right away. Right? We walk through the gate, and this is like the baby step, but immediately it's showing us, right? It's heading towards the light. Three of Wands is your viewpoint on your future. What it can be, or if I stay in the Ten of Wands, what it can be. We have the Eight of Wands. Interesting. We have a lot of wand energy in here, guys. Passion, desire, fast-moving, forward-looking, and this Two of Swords just feels like it's sticking out. Matter of fact, it's the Two of Swords is the only non-wands card. That is interesting. Excuse me. And it is sticking out to me. Beautiful. Temperance. Fire. Water. I feel like I have to say earth. Wind. Temperance is divine timing. Temperance is, you can measure time, so to speak, with temperance. Temperance is about patience. And, well, okay, if I give you patience, well, how do I know? You'll know. You'll feel it. You got to feel it. You know, you feel it and allow yourself to see it and therefore create it. And I feel like the way it's coming up, it's saying, don't try to create the 10, right? The end of the journey, create the now and the next step and the step after. That type of thing. But I feel like this Eight of Wands is going right up to that Two of Swords, like, psh, you know, here I come, like it or not, here comes this energy. It's like a rush of energy. And maybe it's talking about, again, how certain energy can pull you into that, right? And maybe somehow you end up taking on the heaviness of it. I feel like I got to say goodbye to that. Definitely. Because first of all, I feel like it can throw you into your ego also. And that's, you know, it's no good for no one, because I feel like I stay in the Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Two of Swords, then the Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Two of Swords, and then the Five of Wands, the Ten, you know what I mean? Like, it just keeps, and someone's got to break the cycle, and that's what I feel like the Two of Wands is. And how do you know? Temperance shows up saying, we'll put the signs there. We'll give you the signs, right? We'll give you the signs. First of all, you won't see them with the blindfold on. That has to come off. Okay, well, look at this. The Palace of Wands. Perfect. This is the house of fire, passion, desire. You know, in a way, it's you. First of all, I feel like this is like signs coming, or these urges. You know, it's like, I wish. Well, don't wish. Figure it out. Like, okay, well, you know, Sandy tells me nothing's impossible. I just got to find the solution. I got to figure it out. Maybe step by step by step. But, you know, maybe the first two steps are difficult, but then it starts opening up, and then that world opens up to me. I don't know. I feel like the possibilities in that statement are endless. Anyway, Palace of Wands is about ultimately where you find yourself. And, you know, that is all about, like, within your desires. And I love that the Two of Wands is above it. This is something you may have to take a chance in. But, you know, why wouldn't you? Because you may feel responsible to stay in where you're at for whatever reason. We have the King of Wands. Look at this on the bottom. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Interesting. And look at this with the Palace of Swords. No wonder with the Two of Swords. It's interesting because, you know, we have the Palace of Wands, and then only the Two of Swords. That's it. Everything else is Wands. And then we have the Palace of Swords. So it's like, what's the underlying energy is this King in the Palace of Swords, which can be my mind, my head, communication. Communication can suck, you know, with the Two of Swords there. All of that. You know, whatever it is, but I feel like you're the one in agony. Okay, let's go deeper. Let's figure this out. You know, there must be a reason, right? Like, what is... First of all, Temperance pointing right up to the Two of Wands. Like, there's your sign. I'm pointing right to it. And, you know, it's funny how I said, don't go to the 10. It's not about, how am I going to get to the 10? Well, the Palace of Wands kind of tells you the atmosphere you're creating, or that's you can find yourself in. Or maybe in that Two of Swords, I don't take the blindfold off and I don't see things for what they really are, that type of thing. You know, I'm not thinking about me and my desires, and you know, but I feel like in that there's a lesson, because Temperance is here. And I feel like, so wherever I'm at, whatever's going on, There's something I need to learn in that. And honestly, merely, that's it. I just got to learn it. And then here is this Two of Wands, right? So now I got to start focusing on something of your interest, something of your desire, something that you may have put on a back burner. All right. We are using the Gilded Tarot. And we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to start at the Ten of Wands. You know, I feel like maybe someone has to stop looking for validation through someone else, because I feel like if you look and I'm sure this is just certain people, but I feel like if you're looking for the validation from, I don't know, a person or the people around you, I feel like you're not going to find it. I don't think you're going to find it. So, but I also feel like it's not important. Like, their validation is not important. Excuse me. But maybe you think it is. Maybe you feel like I'm, you know, for some reason, like, maybe you're the breadwinner of, you know, maybe you live with a few people and you're the breadwinner and everyone else is being lazy, and you know what I mean? Like, you have every right then just to say, well, you know, excuse my language, but screw you. You know, I have a life to plan, or I have dreams to build, right? To chase. You know, Grace over here reminding you that you have just as much of a right of going after your dream as everyone else. So don't put other people's responsibility on your shoulders. Well, I should say it's up to you, right? Because it's you making that decision. And some of that responsibility may be true, but some of it may not be. Okay. Let me uncross my legs and put my feet back on the floor. We have the Eight of Wands over the Ten of Wands. Wow. You know, and then the Eight of Wands here under the Two of Swords. It's almost like you manifest, whether you're in that energy or you're in the energy of the Three of Wands, which is optimism, you know, looking at my future. And that may be why I was going round and round. All right, we have the Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, she's our mental queen. This could be me in my head, no doubt. This could be me. There may be something in my communication. Maybe I'm fearing to say something, or maybe, you know, I gotta watch my communication. I don't know, but she's the queen of communication. I almost feel like someone's a fast talker. And I feel like if you're trying to sell your dream to someone else, you know, maybe to come along with you type thing, or give your blessing, and if you're not receiving it, please don't let that stop you, right? Don't let that stop you, because that doesn't belong to you, right? That's just their opinion of nothing they know nothing about. Does that make sense? Right? This is your dream. Well, what the hell do they know about your dream? You may have told them but you know, like, the secrets of that dream. So anyway, I don't know. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, potentially, right? She's our Queen of Love. Interesting. Next to her comes the Queen of Wands. So she's our intuitive queen. She's our Queen of Action, right? I don't necessarily think about it, then move. I move and then think about it. I know I'll learn as I go. The Queen of Wands would say. The Queen of Wands, I feel like, will trust that, that next sign will be there. Maybe it's there at the last second. Maybe I feel like I'm going to fall off the cliff, but I still got to trust it's going to be there, and I feel like it's going to be there. All right, so what else we have? We have the Magician. Okay, I feel like the Magician is going to stay up here with these queens. We have the Hierophant, card of Taurus, coming over the Three of Wands. Well, the Hierophant's about your belief system. So your belief system may be in question for whatever the reason. And, you're trying to sell someone on it, and they're not going to absorb it. What's that? What God say? Don't cast your pearls before swine. Is that right? I hope that was right. Don't cast your pearls before swine. I think that's right. You know what I mean? Like, if, someone doesn't get it, if they don't understand it, their opinion of it is not about the experience, right? You are creating the experience. So, I don't know, because the Hierophant wants you to look at your belief system. What are you giving away? What are you taking on? All of that. We have the Seven of Wands over the Eight of Wands. So that's interesting, right? Because this is me defending myself. And why? Why do I want something to move quicker than maybe it's meant to? Temperance, kind of divine timing here. I'm definitely, like, defending the time, I feel like, or even my thoughts. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I felt that anyways. I felt like this is a home. A home. Whether that be my family or whether that be, a marriage, whatever it is, whether it just be two people living together or couples. I feel like this is happening within my home. So it's really interesting how, first of all, the Magician is here, coming over as Two of Wands. So this is your ability to manifest. It has the infinity sign, as above, so below. As above, so below. Right? We got to do our parts in it, right? The Queen of Wands, she's paying attention to the signs. And I don't know, I just don't think she'll think twice about taking that step. The Queen of Cups, coming over the Five of Wands. I don't know. This may sound not right. I don't know. But maybe in a way, like, I just stay my loving old self. And to hell with who doesn't believe me. That's kind of what I feel. Anyway, what's this last card I'm holding? The Emperor. Dun 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 dun. Some of you could be about what you're creating, like a business, like in the home. It's just about to do personal year number 6, and personal year number 6, there's someone who, like, it's a year where a lot of creating is going on, like, creating a home business. So, And then you have the universal year 5, a lot of change going on. So anyway, you know, I don't know. Someone could be becoming a father also in that energy. Okay, well, I don't feel like I have enough clarity yet, so I'm going to look at a few things. First of all, I want to look at these 2 queens. You know, you'd be choosing between these 2 people, too. Okay, we have the Fool. Fool's about starting new, right? Starting new. It's interesting. The Magician is right there. The Magician is the Fool's first teacher. Let's say spiritual teacher. Reminding him as above, so below. Reminding him of all the tools he already possesses. He possesses it within, right? So anyways, the Fool is here. And interesting enough, oh, I thought that was the World, but it's the Moon. Card of Pisces. It's going to talk about uncertainty, right? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it, you know. If I was a betting woman, maybe I would say I'm going to put an 80-20 bet on this. You know, I can't promise that I'm going to be all that. But nonetheless, I feel like it's just someone saying, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. And I kind of like the Emperor here as that because, you know, this is you becoming the leader of your own world. You know, coming over your world, really. So, I feel like some of you are leaving, like households, or even just mentally. And it's taking you on a different trip. Like you're being taken on a different trip if you allow it. And it's passion driven, right? The Fool is here. So the Fool saying, sure, I'll take a chance. The Fool always takes a chance, right? Just takes a chance, right? Why? Because you're not carrying the energy of the past. The Moon, the shadows right there. I don't care, right? I don't care. Queen of Wands, right? I'm trusting, right? Like the Magician, I'm creating. I was reminded that this is mine, right? This is my illumination. Anyway, still doesn't tell me 100% who the 2 queens are other than energy. I feel like, I don't know, just out of the blue, I feel like some of you may find someone who may be a little bit older than you during this journey and during this new time, let's just say, because 5 really has changed for the world. And if you do, I feel like, first of all, I feel like you may be seeking to know more about a certain thing, and you may meet someone who can help enlighten you and teach you. I don't know if like physically teach you or it's just teaching you through their own actions, right? All right, what am I looking at? I'm still looking up here, 7 of Pentacles, an energy of what's meant to be, right? This is my seed of intention. My soul planted this seed, so it's coming to fruition, right? I know it's coming. I just got to know when to pick it. And where'd Temperance go? Oh, here she is, down here, right? She is kind of guiding the energy here, right? Even through the shadows, doesn't matter, right? It's this kind of feeling like you're meant to do something. And when you feel like that, like, yeah, chase it, because I feel like you're meant to chase it. You know, if you water that seed, it's going to grow. You know, is it going to grow to be the best of all? You know, I don't know. But I feel like it will grow to be the best of you, wherever that takes you. Okay, these are all in reverse, so we're going to flip them. We have the 9 of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, the 9 of Wands. It talks about what you've gained through your experiences. You know, think of life as 9-year cycles. You know, right now I'm doing the personal years for 2021, and it goes to 9, right? 9 years, and then you go back to 1. So it's almost like you're given another chance, right? So the Nine of Wands is about all I've gained, right? You know, there's nothing about it that was easy. Nothing about it was easy, but what you've learned. And now, you know, I feel like Nine of Wands talks about the collective past lives. And I feel like this is the energy of, if you feel strong within yourself, it's almost like I don't have to defend, right? I just know what I know. That's what I'm going to move on. We have the Star. Well, that's your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Coming into the Fool, it's getting a little tucked away here, but also the Seven of Pentacles. So this is definitely feeling that it's kind of like, I know I was meant to do something. Maybe you haven't found it yet. Maybe it's still in the shadow, but follow your interest, right? Follow your desires, your passion, and I feel like it's gonna find you. It's gonna find you. Maybe some of you are ultimately becoming, you know, the master teacher, the you know, the leader in the community, the leader online, the like life coach, you know, someone who cares about humanity, but also, you know, I don't know. I just feel like someone you know, you can look up to, right? He can be older. This again can be you also. So let's see. Anyway, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands again. Interesting. And then look at this. So then we do have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. I feel like, you know what? This is what I feel like. Something is coming to you, right? Some type of communication is coming to you. Even if you're in the Ten of Wands energy. This is definitely showing that this Ace being in reverse makes sense, right? I'm putting this Ten of Wands before my Ace of Cups, right? What's that Ace of Cups consist of? Your dreams, your hopes, maybe the way you want life to be, all of that, right? You're the magician, you have the ability to manifest, but here it comes. I almost feel like, you know, I don't know, guys, you know, because I feel this urge, like, that you should follow, but I feel like, you know, it could be hard. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie, and I feel like what could be hard is outside influences. And I don't know. You know, this can also, for some of you, be communication of something coming in that then allows you to move, like, you know, like I won a contest. Congratulations, you won. You know what I mean? It's something that moves you into lighter energy. And I have to say, you know, maybe in some way this is, you know, almost like what feels like a reward to you coming in, and it can be formed in many different things, right? Something physical, you know, like, hey, you won a free trip, that type of thing. And I feel like, and then I have to question, you know, here I am though, can I accept that? Because I can't take this Ten of Wands with me, right? First of all, it's telling me in that Ten of Wands, the Ace of Cups is reversed. Love has drained away. And now it seems more responsibility. Now, if it's your family, I don't mean that. I don't mean like your children. I mean like you're taking on other people's responsibility or even just energy, right? Because I feel like almost like, you know, what could this be? Like something comes in, there's opportunity, right? Divine timing, all that is here. But then I feel like, ooh, then this Ten of Wands, and maybe that's why the Eight of Wands is over the Ten of Wands, almost like wants to come back in again. And I feel like, you know what, to me, I feel clear that the love, it's not about love, right? So if it's not about love, what is it about? Okay. However it's saying, Stay in your own belief system, right? Think of your beliefs. Are you living in your belief system? Are you really? Are you being honest, right? Are you being truthful to yourself and to others? You know, do you try to uplift? Or do you put your load on other people's backs? It's like what it feels like is happening to you. You know, I don't think anyone, like, in divine energy is saying, okay, you should stay this way. I feel like now it's about you. And look at this. Interesting, because I can't take my eyes off the 10 wands. And look what comes out is the 9 of cups. So, you know, what can I say? I feel like maybe this Queen of Wands is learning how to use her sword, and she's cutting whatever attachments are keeping her in some type of fear-based energy or even self-belief. No more, right? No more. You're feeling it. You're feeling it, right? Even if it's coming in during this time period. I feel like, listen, first of all, you're going to find a way if you really want it. Because I feel like, you know, giving yourself enough time, maybe that's why we went from the 2 to the 3, right? Maybe it'll take a minute, but as you focus on it, I don't know, I kind of feel like you fall in love with something and you're natural at it. And to me, that's what Leo is. Like, I think of Leo, I think of the star, you know? You know, I used to tell my son he had movie star looks. Anyway, I could dream bigger for him than he could dream for himself. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. So the 9 of Cups, though, listen, this is energy where, you know, you feel good in this energy. This is energy where you're happy. You know, you can be independent. It's 9, right? Talk about the final journey, right? Letting it go. Or maybe you've been wanting to let it go. But then you finally do. Then you finally do. You know, I can't think, you know, I believe that good things can't help but come to you when you're in the 9 of Cups energy. Right? And this is you loving you again. This could be you loving life again, even if it's just the beginning of something new. It's you taking a chance on you. And I just feel like that's the way it should be. Okay, I don't know why, but like I don't want your reading to end yet. You know, we have the Star card, card of Aquarius, by the way. I don't know if I said that. And then you got the Knight right next to a Swords. You know, the 9 of Wands, first of all, like looking right at like your dreams. You know, this is someone, for some of you, it's like, maybe you put a lot of effort into something. And maybe that's just part of it, right? Because it's definitely building character as you go along, right? It's like as you overcome each challenge, right? You get the key. So I feel like the 9 of Wands is almost guarding your dream in a way, like your what it is. You know, 7 of Pentacles says, you know, it's probably some type of craft, and that craft can be anything, right? It can be music, it can be art, it can be anything. It can be building, it can be tarot, it can be anything. All right, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Swords. And look at this. We have the 10 of Cups. And maybe that's why I didn't want to end it. You know, it's just me just wanting to have a happy home. Right? Wanting to be in a happy home. For some of you, you are have to leave, like who you're with or what energy you're around seems to like just conflict with yours. And I feel like in any way, if you're waiting for them to validate whether you should chase your dreams, here is your validation, right? I feel like your spirit guides are saying, let us validate. You'll know through your intuition, your gut, right? It's like you don't even have to believe, but if you're present, you'll see like something just shows at just the right time to allow you to like, maybe I was thinking, oh, I'll never be able to get a microphone. Dang, for whatever reason, and then bam, I get a donation for exactly how much the microphone cost. I wasn't expecting it, right? A second ago, but there it is, and therefore there is the microphone. Do you understand what I'm saying? So anyway, anyway, we have the Ten of Wands, and under it is Ten of Cups. I don't know. I just feel like I may have to cut some energy out to enter into a period, listen, you're creating it. You're co-creating it. Your thoughts, sometimes you are given epiphanies. You're given these ideas. It's like, whoa, you know what? I know what I should do. Like out of nowhere, write it down. I'm telling you, trust them. Even if you don't know what it means, like, what do you mean? Write it down. Because you'll keep receiving them. Ask for them. A lot of songwriters, write like that. I'm sure a lot of writers write like that. You know what I mean? Authors. I'm seeking as I'm doing the reading anyway. I feel like I'm getting off topic. So, anyways, some of you, your dream could be something like within communication, and you're learning, right? You're learning it. I feel like as a page, I'm learning it, right? But here is the opportunity to learn, and Page of Swords is meant to be in the Sword family. You're right. Right above it is the Knight, by the way. Right above him is the Knight. I feel like, if I'm afraid to speak it, say it, sing it, whatever it is, the Knight of Wands is kind of like a have your back, because I'm going to allow you to feel it. And some of you may be like a type of speaker where, well, I'm not going to give a name because I don't want to give a political view. But there's someone I feel like was a very elegant speaker in politics. And, I always recognized that in him. I'm actually reading his book right now. But anyway, why am I saying that? I'm saying because, even in his book, he talks about it took time, right, to develop this. It took time to develop it. So, I don't know, guys. I just feel like you're chasing something. You have the ability to chase something, and it's going to be up to you. I feel like I'm just talking now. But, here's Temperance, right? Here is, what's the Ten of Cups coming over? I wanted to look at Temperance, the Ten of Cups, right? In divine time. Like, it'll come, right? But it's almost like I have to get to the Nine of Cups first, right? I have to get there. Whatever that means for you, right? I feel like the Magician is just a reminder that you can create as above, so below. You can create your heaven on earth. But you got to be enlightened, aware. I feel like the more you're aware, the more enlightened you become. If I just stay aware, I'll just automatically awaken. And I don't feel like there's a limit on what what I can learn. I feel like it just goes on and on and on and on, right? I feel like that as I'm learning about spirituality, I feel like, I'm just at the base of it, right? And maybe that's right where I'm meant to be. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I am going to read the card Grace. I know we have at least one viewer, Grace. I love that name. You received this card because Mother Mary sees your graceful beauty, and she wants to help you see this in yourself, too. This is a message about increasing your self-confidence and sense of self-worth. As you feel better about yourself, your actions will shift in positive ways, which will create a healthier climate for you and your loved ones. Today, envision how Mother Mary would handle every situation you face. Emulate her composure as you gracefully embrace everything that comes your way. Your grace will naturally become a magnet that draws wonderful people and experiences to you. Naturally. Wow. So, it's like Mom used to say, you are what you eat. You are what you eat. You are what you think, right? You are what you create. Let's just start creating, right? Just stay aware. Stay aware. I feel like that's the main thing this is saying. I feel like something's coming your way, no matter what energy you're in. Some of you, I feel like it then does put you in a question mode. And I feel like what you need to look at is, what my question needs to be is, do I want to keep carrying this responsibility? Is it mine to keep carrying? And if I truly feel it is, then keep carrying it, right? But if you don't, because many of us find ourselves in a place where we carry other people's burdens, and we're not meant to, because we take away their lesson, and we think we're helping, but actually we're hurting, in a way. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm going to stop talking. I love you guys so much. I always love doing your reading. I hope who is back here telling, with people telling you can't do something, I hope you don't believe them. If you feel you can do it, you can do it. And this is about chasing it. This is the year. By the way, this is the year to chase it. Chase it. You're setting, I feel like we're setting up almost like the next 5 years of our lives by the choices we make coming up, by what we decide to carry and what we decide to let go. When we let go, it opens up room for better to come in. When we already have too much, there's no room for any more to come in. So it stays, stagnant. Anyway, here I am talking again. Thank you guys. Thank you for choosing my video. I can't wait to read your comments. And I thank you for everything else. I will see you in the readings. Bye-bye.